Hey, we're going to be moving through another 60-minute vinyasa. For this practice, there will be a lot of core engagement, but also opening through the front line. Continue to customize as you see fit, listening to your body every step of the way. So let's start in Shavasana. Whenever you're ready, just begin to connect to your breath, listening to every breath in and every breath out. And start to create your Ujjayi pranayama. So as your inhales and exhales move in and out of your nose, feel that slight constriction at the back of your throat to create the oceanic quality of your Ujjayi. And visualize your breath reaching into the backs of your lungs. Every exhale lengthens out a little bit longer. As you place this intention in your breath, just begin to set an intention for your practice, offering a deeper purpose to poses. This intention giving your movements a more meaningful touch, so they become more than just a physical posture, but the opening for your body and the opening up the door into deeper layers of heart and mind as well. As you breathe more, as we open more, as we move, you start to notice more. Noticing how we respond to different shapes in our bodies, as we respond to the challenges that certain postures would be posed. Just noticing the dialogue that maybe moves through your mind, the tone of the thoughts, and checking in to see if you can shift that tone to be a little bit more compassionate, be more loving towards yourself, especially on your yoga mat. Go ahead and draw a really deep inhale through your nose. And then open mouth exhale, let that whole breath empty out. And then when you're ready, reach into a full body stretch. Your exhale, gather both knees slowly into your chest. Curl into a tight little ball. Rock a little bit from side to side. Just massaging your back body against the earth. And then continue to reach your breath to the backs of your lungs, breathing down to the ground. Have a nice deep inhalation at your center. And on your exhalation, let both knees tip to your left to stack into a gentle twist. Your left hand just kind of holds your right knee. Extra heaviness as you breathe into your right side. And take one more inhale here. With your exhale, start to roll into your left side, into your fetal pose. Let your head rest into your left bicep, and then you could of course stay here or reach your right hand down to catch the top of your right foot for your modified bow shape. Feel open through your right shoulder so you feel a stretch across your chest. Let your head be really heavy into your left bicep. Then draw your belly in, get your tailbone to the top of your yoga mat, and then just encourage your right knee to the wall behind you. Keep your right knee in line with your right hip. You can pull your heel to your seat, or you can kick your foot into your hand, feeling both sensations. Okay, one more inhale in. As you exhale, release your right leg long, roll onto your back body, and bring your left knee into your chest. And eventually Send your left leg up to the sky and releasing your hands behind your left leg. Maybe a softness through your knee. Push energy up through your left heel. If that's too much, you could always bridge your right foot to the earth. But we'll just be here for one more moment. Inhale to the back of your left leg. Exhale, encourage your left leg a little bit closer to you. And then start to send your right leg out to a hover. Pull your navel down, front ribs knit together. Reach your hands up and overhead with your breath in. Start to lower your left heel to tap your right toes. And then exhale, pull your left knee to your chest or reach to the outside of your left thigh. Shoulder blades rise. Continue to send energy out through your right heel. Good, inhale, push your left foot forward back to where it was. Reach your hands up and overhead. Okay, exhale, lift your left leg straight up to the sky this time. Reach to the outside of your left thigh. Good, inhale, left leg lowers, hands go up and overhead. And exhale, left knee into your chest like a bicycle. Reach to the outside of your left leg. Good, inhale, left foot forward, hands go overhead. Exhale your left leg to the sky. Reach your hands to the outside of your left thigh. Good, one more time through. Inhale, lower, open. Exhale, left knee bends and reach to the outside of your left thigh. Good, inhale, long stretch to your left heel, reach through your hands. Exhale, left leg to the sky, reach to the outside of your left thigh. And then just release, relax, head and shoulders drop back, knees to chest. Let your knees open wide, modified happy baby. Let your knees be followed a bit further forward away from your heart. Take an inhale. Maybe open mouth, exhale. And start to stack your knees over to the right, gentle twist second side. Left shoulder heavy. Take just 2 cycles of breath. Really noticing each inhale and each exhale. And the sensation that your inhale creates. And the sensation that your exhale creates. And breathe in. And start to roll into your right side, fetal pose to your right as you breathe out. And again, you can stay right here. Reach your left hand for the top of your left foot. Start to find all those little activations. So navel to spine, tailbone stretches forward, low back is spacious. And then feel your left thigh, your left quadricep start to open up. All through the front of your left hip. Maybe your left shoulder, your left pec receive a stretch too. And you can just continue to stay present with your breath. Okay, one more full inhale. Release your left leg slowly long and then roll into your back body. When you're moving, pose right knee into your right shoulder. Notice how that contraction through your front side creates space through your back body. Keep your spine long, send your right leg to the ceiling. And again, you can have your left leg long or your left leg bridged. Let your right heel reach away from you so you get a stretch through your calf. And then whether your left leg is bridged or long, start to engage through your belly so your left leg comes to a hover. Reach energy through your heels. Make sure your low back's anchored to the earth. Inhale, start to lower your right heel to tap your left toes. Hands stretch up and overhead. Exhale, bicycle your right knee and reach to the outside of your right thigh with a lift through head and shoulders from your core. Good, inhale, lengthen, reach. Exhale, right leg stays long as you lift and twist slightly to the right. Then 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale, lower, open. Exhale, bend and reach. Good, inhale, extend and open. Exhale, lift, and that slight twist to the right. Then one more round all the way through. Inhale, expand. Exhale, pull your right knee into your heart, reach across. Good, inhale, extend forward, open. And exhale, right leg high as you reach. Then this time as you release, relax, let your knees first fall to your chest for a breath in. Then place your feet to the earth, find your bridge pose, root down with your heels. Maybe push the backs of your arms and start to lift your pelvis to the sky. And feel your front line open up. Pull your navel in as you lift your pelvis taller, collarbones spread across your chest. With the option to interlace your hands behind your back, would you tuck your shoulder blades beneath you a little bit closer together? As you push through your feet, feel your back body activate, hamstrings and glutes are on. Return to your Ujjayi breath. Get that sense of balance between the effort and the ease of inhale and exhale. Then one more breath in. Release the bind if you have it, and then slowly lower your pelvis to the earth. And pause for a moment, just let that sensation wash through. You might even slowly windshield wipe your knees from side to side. And let's make our way into our tabletop shape. So you can choose your transition to find all fours. And once you find all fours, shoulders above your wrists, hips stacked above your knees. Fingers really wide, wrist creases parallel to the top of your mat. Begin to listen for an inhale. Lift your heart, lift your tail. Then exhale shifts you to cat pose, or that curl action through your spine. And breathe into your cow shape, lift your heart, lift your tail. And then breathe out, walk your hands forward, Anahatasana, melt your heart to your mat. And then just find one breath here. Then exhale, slither forward to your Sphinx pose. So as you bend your elbows, you'll bring your shoulders above your elbows, and then let your hips lower to the earth. You need to scooch them back a little bit. Root down through your forearms. Hug your elbows towards your hip points. At the same time, pull your navel up to your spine. Big breath in. And then exhale. Try to keep some height through your heart as you drag your hands back into a low cobra. Lengthen to the nape of your neck. Root through your toenails so your thighs are active. Take another inhale. And exhale, lower down. Elbows hugged in by your side bodies. Push towards your child's pose. Let your triceps activate. Reach your tailbone towards your heels. And just take one breath in. And one breath out. And think about your cow spine. So scoop forward with your heart into your tabletop, all fours. And then eventually tuck your toes, lift your hips to your downward facing dog. Take a breath here, maybe pedal through your feet. And re-invite space between every finger. And push your sits bones up to the sky. Allow your head to release. Let go of any unnecessary tension through your neck. And then with an inhale, start to lift your heels up. Exhale, bend your knees, tiptoe, step, or hop to the top, forward fold. Let your elbows, maybe, or pinkies rather, come to opposite elbows, and your knees bend as you shift a little bit forward and back, Uttanasana, forward fold. With some softness to your knees. When you're ready, find your halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen through your heart. And exhale, fold right back down. Rise all the way to standard Urdhva with your inhale. Grab your left wrist and then lean to your right knee, soften through your knees. And inhale up through your center. Then tip to your left, switching your grip, second side, breath out. Good, grow tall, gather a breath in. And forward fold, soften through your knees, hinge from your hips. Half lift, lengthen through your spine. Find a high plank pose on your exhale. Reach for your hands and step your feet way back. And from your high plank pose, knees up or down. On your in-breath, shift forward. Lower halfway or all the way. Your exhale lowers you. Open your heart up, dog or cobra. Strong roots to the tops of your feet. Draw in through your belly, open your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, pike your pelvis up to the sky. And take a breath in, and then take a breath out. And inhale again. This time with your exhale, bring your right knee to your nose, shift your shoulders above your wrists. Three-legged dog, lift your right leg to the sky, gather a breath. And place your right foot forward in between your thumbs using that same core connection. And drop your left knee to the earth. And you drag your left knee forward, feel your right heel hug back. From the strength of your legs, inhale to lift through your heart and hands. So feel your inner right thigh really strong. Good. Grab your left wrist and lean to your right, that same side body stretch. Good. Then inhale, lift through center. Then use that space in your left side to open arm twist. Right hand goes back, left hand goes forward. Then lift through your chest so you have length through your spine. Keep the twist as you lower your left hand to the earth. Turn your heart open to your right thumb. And then lift your back knee off the ground. Your right shoulder rolls back with an in-breath. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Spin your left heel to the earth like a warrior two stance. You might wander your hands a little bit more off to the left. We're going to bend our left knee, lengthen our right leg, and then flex your right toes to the sky. Now you can push your hands slightly away from you. Feel your knees and sits bones spread wide. Let your head and heart melt to the earth. Wide-legged forward fold. All 10 toes turn to the long edge of your mat. To get halfway lifted as you breathe in. Bend your left knee, side lunge with exhale. We'll add a twist here, so place your right fingertips or right palm to the earth below your face and reach your left hand up to the sky. As you send your sits bones back, think about pushing down through your right foot and away. Then root down with your right hand and energetically, without moving it, press your right hand towards your right foot. So to turn to the back of your mat, find your low lunge. And from here, shift your weight into left foot. Chair pose, right foot will meet your left. Get low through your seat. And once you have that depth, lift through your heart and hands. And exhale, airplane your arms beside you. Inhale, rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Then on your out breath, forward fold, soft knees, hinge from your hips. To get halfway lift as you breathe in. And then step your right foot to the back of your mat, breath out. Excuse me, work through your hands, lift your left leg up to the sky. And then bend your knee and open your hip as you breathe out. That lift of your left seat strength. Inhale to your three-legged dog. Then exhale, left knee to your right tricep. So cross underneath your body, pause here. Try to keep your shoulders square. Feel your right hip square down to the earth. Reach your heart forward and use your left side core to lift your left knee towards your right armpit. And when you're ready, inhale to a high plank pose. Shift forward, Vinyasa or down dog. So exhale through your transition. We'll meet back in downward facing dog when you're ready. And breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And inhale here. Exhale your left knee to your nose. Three-legged dog, lengthen up and back. And then step your left foot forward in between your thumbs. Let your right knee release down to the earth. For that same scissor action, imaginary block between your thighs. Lift tall with an inhale. Grab onto your right wrist and tip to your left. Feel the space in your right side. Keep that as you lift and then twist towards your left. Let your left hand sweep down and back. Right hand reaches forward. Okay, now keeping the twist, tip your right hand to the earth. Turn your heart open to the sky and lift your back knee off the ground. Take a big breath in. And exhale your hands to the inside of your left foot. So you wander your hands off that long edge of your mat. Spin your right heel to the earth. Bend your right knee, lengthen your left leg, flex your left toes to the sky. Dive your heart down. Think about that Anahatasana heart melting pose. We'll turn to our right. Find your wide-legged forward fold. Right away, inhale to lift up halfway. Bend your right knee with your exhalation, your side lunge. And then maybe you find that twist again here. So left hand roots, right hand sweeps. And wrap your left ribs underneath your right. Try to maintain the extension from crown to tail here. Then turn to your right, low lunge to face the top of your mat. As you anchor through your hands, send your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog, big breath in. Bend through your knee and open your hip, breath out. Through your glute, the length. Three-legged dog, your inhale to extend, and then exhale, right knee left to tricep. So you do not need to touch. I think just move in that direction. Feel the lift coming from your right obliques, and then try to lengthen your heart forward as well. Root through your hands, especially the heel of your right hand. Heart is square at the center of your thumbs. And inhale through your high plank, shift forward. Vinyasa or down dog. Again, the transition is optional. And the combination that you choose to take is up to you. And take a breath in. And a breath out. Here we go. Inhale deeply. Exhale your right knee to your nose, shift forward. Maybe a one-legged plank or hold to your breath in. Knee to nose, breath out. Three-legged dog, lift your right leg up high. As you place your right foot to the top of your mat, make sure your feet are about hip distance apart. Keep your left toes tucked and drop your left knee to the earth. Scissor action with your legs, send your heart and hands to the ceiling. And exhale, this time as you twist, you're going to twist your right hand back, reach your left hand forward. Then inhale, lift. Then bring your hands towards your heart center, keeping the twist. Hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh. Good. Here you're going to start to push that stacked joint alignment. So right knee's above your left ankle, and then use your left elbow against your right knee to rotate more. Right shoulder leans back. Take your gaze down to the earth. Retuck your left toes if you've untucked them. And then lift your left knee off of your mat. Hug your right sitting bone back and in. Imaginary block between your inner upper thighs. Push through your feet, pull through your belly, crescent lunge. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, airplane your arms. Warrior two, spiral open. And then as you find your warrior two, adjust your feet as much as you need. Okay, feel the openness across your hips like you did in that kind of funky side lunge that we took earlier. Then let your middle finger stretch out so you have that energy coming from the inside, deep within your torso. Continue to reach through your middle fingers, reverse your right hand to the sky. And find your side angle pulls with an exhalation, lean forward. Inhale, reach your left hand overhead, your extended side ankle. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, all 10 toes turn. Take a half lift as you breathe in. Bend your left knee side lunge or skandasana, breath out. Add the twist, so if you're in your side lunge, your left hand will lift like before. If you're in your skandasana, though, send your right hand to the sky. Now let's all spin to our left, low lunge to the back of our mat. Then shift your weight to your left foot. Standing splits this time, sweep your right leg to the ceiling and then let your right hip open up. So right hip point's turning to the side on your right. Feel your right glute really strong, let your head be heavy here. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to square your hip, bend through your knees, step into your seat. As your booty gets low, lift through your heart and hands. And sweep your right hand back, twist to your right, keep your lower body square. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to your left, second side, left hand reaches back. And inhale through your center, bring your right leg with you to stand this time. On an exhale, go ahead and start to soften through your left knee just a little bit and pull your right heel towards your seat. Think dancer's pose set up. Then reach your right hand down to the inside of your foot if you can reach it, or the outside. Have your heel towards your seat. Think about that modified bow shape. Okay, lift your heart. Your left hand can be at the sky or at heart center. Just begin to kick back with your right foot into your right hand, collarbone still wide. And then maybe add in a little bit of a tip forward towards your dancer's pose. Take an inhale here. And exhale, slow motion airplane pose. So try to release with control so you don't slingshot your right leg back. Airplane pose, breath in. High crescent lunge, slow motion, right toes land to the earth. Take an inhale to lift your heart and hands to the sky. Then on your exhale, goddess your arms, let your elbows split wide. Let your hands fall to interlace behind your heart. Lift your chest with a breath in. Spin your right heel down to warrior 2 feet. And maybe find your humble warrior breath out. You can always stay lifted instead of dipping down through your chest. Breathe here. Take one more cycle. Magnetize your belly to your spine, push through your feet. Use the bind to help you lift your heart again. Right, warrior two, spread your wings outward. Reach forward with an inhale. Low lunge, windmill your hands down to the earth as you exhale. Unhook your back heel. Push the mat away, three-legged dog, left leg finds the ceiling. And then bend your knee and open your hip with a breath out. Stay or wild, then maybe step your left toes behind you. Spiral your heart open to the sky. Find an inhale and exhale here. We'll meet back in our three-legged dog. Use your strong belly. Lift your left leg to the ceiling. Breath in. Left knee to your right tricep. Breath out. Now this time, spin your right toes to face the right. Right heel comes down to the earth. Keep your left knee lifted. Reach your right hand to the sky. If this is too much, you could take a modified side plank, left knee to your mat, or you could stagger your left foot in front of your right. Okay, push down through your feet, lift your heart. Wherever you are, feel your left obliques nice and strong, inner right thigh is strong. High plank pose, unwind, right hand to the earth, left foot steps back. Inhale, shift forward. Your transition will meet in downward facing dog. And before you move into second side, allow yourself to gather a really big breath in here. Maybe an open mouth exhale, just releasing it all away. And inhale deeply. Left knee to nose, shift your shoulders above or beyond your wrist with exhale. Hold our one-legged plank, breath in. And knee to nose, breath out. Three-legged dog, push the earth away. And step your left foot forward with care, with intention. Right, feet are hips distance. Keep your right toes tucked and release your right knee down. Hug in through your inner thighs, lift your heart and hands. Twist towards the left, first open arms, left hand reaches back, right hand reaches forward. Then a little bit of lift through your heart. Keep the twist, but bring your hands towards heart center. Good, as you send your heart to your thumbs, hook your right elbow outside of your left thigh. Check that your knee is stacked right above your ankle as you roll into your twist. And keep the rotation through your body. Take your gaze to the earth. When you're ready, lift your back knee off the ground. Push through your feet. Feel the length through your spine. In all muscle, no momentum, root down. Crescent lunge, rise all the way up with your inhale. Good, airplane your arms as you exhale. Warrior two, unwind. And then settle into your shape. Okay. Challenge the heaviness of your left thigh and push the outside and heel of your right foot really strong. Get broad across your chest. Feel your front line contracted. And in breath to reverse, lengthen through your left side body. Then exhale, side angle. Keep the length as you hinge forward. Roll open towards your right thumb. Extend your side angle with an inhale and circle, sweep wide-legged forward fold as you empty your breath out. Lift halfway. Side lunge or skandasana, bend to your right knee. An option for your twist. For side lunge, right hand is high. For skandasana, left hand reaches. Then we'll turn to the top of our mat, low lunge to your right. And from here, shift your weight to right foot, standing splits, lift your left leg to the sky. Allow your hip to open, see if that gives you some extra height. Now softness to your right knee, let your head fall heavy. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, start to bend into your right knee as you square your hip. Step into chair pose, Utkatasana. Settle into your seat, lift through your heart, push through your heels to help knit your front ribs in. Sweep your left hand back as you twist. Keep your lower body square with your core strength. And inhale, chair pose. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Your left leg comes with you to stand. Allow your shoulders to soften out of your ears. Maybe a little micro bend through your right knee so you have more wiggle room. Start to bend your left heel to your booty. Set up for your dancer's pose slow, so just bring your hand to your foot. Knees draw to the midline, pull your navel in so you have core connection. Right hand higher at heart. Kick back with your left foot first before you hinge. That tension This is going to help you from toppling over as you tip into your dancer's pose. And for today, it's not about your deepest dancer's pose. We're going to focus on the transition here. So activate through your left glute and hamstring. Super slow motion, start to release to an airplane pose. So when you're trying to avoid the slingshot, lengthen out, keep your breath flowing. With care, bend into your right knee and then dive your left toes to the earth. Inhale to your crescent lunge. Goddess your rise with an exhale, let your heart open. As your hands release beside you into a bind, opposite thumb on top, lift your chest. Spin your left heel down, humble warrior. Dive into the stretch of your right hip and openness to your chest. Let your head be heavy and then use that bind to lift your shoulders up to the sky and tip your hands overhead a little bit more. And push into your feet. Begin to slowly rise to your chest. Strong through your belly. Open your hands wide, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen forward through your right fingertips and then windmill down into a low lunge. Unhook your back heel from the earth. Press into your hands, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg to the ceiling with an in-breath. Bend your knee and open your hip on your out-breath. Again, you can stay right here. Find a wild thing. So find that slow tip into your wild thing. So you're using the transition to build strength along the way between your shapes. Three-legged dog from your strong centers and your right leg up and back with a breath in. And right knee, left tricep, breath out. This is where we added on. Turn your left toes to the left. Let your left heel plant all the way to the earth. Think like the back foot of a warrior two. And then peel open left hand to the sky. To keep your right knee lifted, press through your right hand. Think side plank through your right side. And your left inner thigh should be really strong here. Heart is shining forward. Your breath is smooth and steady. Again, you can always have your right knee on the ground. We're going to slowly go into a high plank pose. See how much you can control that transition. Step back. Inhale forward. Vinyasa or a down dog. Let's pause in a child's pose here. Let your knees sink down and settle back. And then offer 3 really slow, intentional breaths to your body. Push down with your hands, start to lift up. Take your knees about hips distance, maybe even wider. What we're gonna do is inhale, reach your heart and hands high. On your exhale, your left hand find the earth beside you. Lift your hips forward any amount. Reach your right hand overhead, a half camel. And just sink your hips down. Reach your heart and hands high with a breath in. Second side, right hand tips behind you. Press your pelvis forward. Make sure your low back is healthy as your left hand reaches over. And then inhale, your hips down, your hands high. Exhale, tabletop pose. And tuck your toes, lift your hips downward, facing dog. And we're gonna move through one really big layer of flow, and then we'll stretch it out. So when you're ready, take a breath in. Exhale, bring your right knee to your nose, shift your shoulders way far forward. Hold your one-legged plank with an inhale. And knee to nose as you exhale. 3-legged dog, lift from your center belly. And then land your right foot forward. Keep your left toes tucked, make sure your feet are hips distance again. And drop your left knee to the earth like before. Lift your heart and hands with a breath in. Good. On your exhale, open arm twist, right hand sweeps down and back, left hand reaches forward. Good. Bring your hands to heart, maintaining the twist, breathe in. Hook your left elbow outside of right thigh, breath out. Push and rotate, lift your back knee off of the earth. Then drive into your feet. Crescent lunge, inhale, rises you all the way tall. Grab your left wrist and lean to your right for your side body stretch. With your inhale, lift through your center. Exhale, airplane pose, find that slow shift forward. push through your right leg to fly. You're here for one steady breath in. Slow motion, land your left toes to the earth, and then peel open warrior two. And from here, reverse your warrior, right hand sweeps. Exhale, side angle. And inhale to extend your side angle, left hand overhead. Option to take a double reach, maybe reach your right hand out as well. And then roll your left shoulder back, pulling through your core. And one more breath in. Wide-legged forward fold, circle sweep through your center, all 10 toes to the midline. Halfway lift to lengthen. Bend your left knee side lunge or skandasana just for a moment. Inhale, find length. To your left, exhale to the back of your mat. Sweep into your standing splits, right leg to the sky. And then bend your knee and open your hip. Think like that half dog, dog at a fire hydrant shape. Now option to stay here or tend your right hand out at the diagonal from your left foot. Maybe reach your left hand to the sky or catch your right foot. Sometimes to create that connection, you're gonna bend kind of towards like a Shiva squat. Grab and then peel open. Now use your right glute to lift your knee higher. Feel your right hip continue to open to the right, head is heavy. And with an inhale, lengthen, square through your hips as you step to chair pose. Hips go low, lift your heart and hands. Prayer twist your left elbow outside of your right thigh. Rotate your heart around. Untuck your tail, sending your sits bones back. Lengthen through both side bodies. Hug to the midline if there's a block between your legs or squeeze your legs together. Maybe take your gaze to the earth. Option to shift onto your tippy toes. So feel your core, lift your heels away from your mat. Let your calves light up and then try to steady your breath on top of all of that. Slow motion, land your heels. As you unwind, start to bring your right leg with you to stand. Ekapada Tadasana. And find your dancer's pose, set up that micro bend with your left knee. Take it step by step, so try not to rush. Kick back first. Inhale. Then dancer's pose on your exhale. Maybe you go a little bit deeper this time. For that front line expansion. So in steady airplane or warrior three. So you have that control release of your right foot. Reach both hands back beside you or both hands forward to your warrior three. One breath in. Crescent lunge, dip your right toes to the earth. And then inhale your heart and hands up high. With an exhale, goddess your arms. Maybe dip your right knee to a hover, pull your navel up. Inhale, hands to the sky. Two more, exhale, dip and open. All right, hip receive as a stretch. One more time, breath in to rise and reach. Exhale, sink and open. From here, airplane lunge, so hinge your heart forward as you lengthen your right leg, reach your hands back behind you. Interlace your hands behind you, open your heart. Spin your right heel down to warrior 2 feet and then roll your right shoulder back. Bounce at angle pose. Take a moment here. Stay for exhale. Slowly release the bind, reach your left hand out in front of you. Maybe find a little half bind. Right hand behind your back and towards your left inner thigh. And then release your left hand down. Windmill into your low lunge and hook your back heel. Root through your hands, three-legged dog, left leg lifts tall. Bend your knee and open your hip just for an exhale. Three-legged dog is your in-breath. Square your pelvis, left knee towards your right tricep with out-breath. Turn your right toes to the right, drop your right heel to the earth, and that funky side plank right hand to the sky. Option to reach your right hand overhead and send your left leg out long towards what used to be the top of your mat with an inhale. Maybe crunch right elbow to left knee as you exhale. Two more here, strong inner right thigh, inhale to reach. Exhale, crunch. One more time, breath in to reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. High plank pose as you exhale, unwind. Shift forward, lower to your belly, slow. Untuck your toes, belly down, Shavasana. 3 breaths, stack your hands. Let yourself be heavy. pause before we go into our final flow, final side, second side. We're going to start to push down. Come into a Sphinx pose. Right. Again, shoulders are right above your elbows. Legs are zipped together. Maybe feet about hips distance apart, but right, we don't want to have our low back compressed. So push down through your forearms. Hug, elbows to hip points. Collarbones wide. Stay here or push down and lift your elbows into your seal pose. You can always adjust the placement of your hands. Continue to pull the earth towards you. Draw out of your low back. Take one more breath in. And then lower down when you're ready. Now bring your hands by your low ribs. Push to your child's pose, hips to your heels. Wander your hands over to the right. Press down with the heel of your left hand, reach back through your left sitting bone, take a breath in. And then exhale out. Inhale through your center. And exhale to second side, hands to the left. Feel your right side body receive new space. Root through your right hand, reach through your right hip, breathe into your right side. And get a little bit heavier breath out. Start to carry yourself to center. And eventually shift forward. Actually, rather than shifting forward, sit back towards your heels again, rolling up your spine like a cat spine. The knees about hips distance, maybe wider towards the outside edges of your mat. Take your breath in. Take your right hand behind you. Lift your pelvis any amount. That half camel. Then inhale, sink, reach high. Second side, left hand goes back. Right hand reaches over. Good, and then we'll come back through center, breath in. And now tabletop. Here you go, here's our grand finale. You'll start to tuck your toes, downward facing dog, press your pelvis to the ceiling. Find your in-breath. Left knee to nose on your out breath. Hold your one-legged plank breath in. Knee to nose, exhale. Three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Invite your left foot forward in between your thumbs, feet hips distance, right toes tucked. Release your right knee down, lift your heart and hands with an in-breath. Grab your right wrist, lean to your left side, body stretch. As you twist, left hand sweeps down and back, right hand reaches forward. Stay proud with your heart, bring your hands to heart center, maintaining your twist. Hook your right elbow outside of left thigh just like before. As you look down to the earth, lift your back knee off of your mat, push into your feet. Stay long with your spine, crescent lunge. Try to use your core and legs so your low back doesn't need to light up. Then grab your right wrist, lean to your left, breath in. Okay, from here, inhale through your center, airplane arms into airplane pose, start to fly. Just give yourself one deep breath of buoyancy. Stay hinged, place your right toes to the earth so you have an airplane crescent, and then spin to your warrior two. And from your warrior two, reverse your warrior with inhale. Nice side angle, exhale swims you into a long spine as you lean. Extend your side angle or the double reach, and you push the outside edge of your right foot, feel your right obliques light up, and roll your heart square. Check that your left knee stays stacked right above your left ankle. Inhale. Wide-legged forward fold is where we all meet. Take a big breath in, lift your chest. Bend into your right knee, side lunge or skandasana, it's up to you. As inhale, extend through your heart. Turn to your right, lower to the top of your mat with your exhale. Move your weight to your right foot. Lift your left leg to the sky, standing splits open hip. Bend your heel to your booty. Think dog at a fire hydrant, but shorter. Maybe tent your left hand out, try to like you're creating a tripod here. And then maybe your right hand reaches for your left foot. Squeeze your left glute to lift your left knee, take a breath. When you're ready to release, slowly and with control, send your left leg tall. Start to square your hips as you step into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Let your seat get low, lift through heart and hands. Your prayer twist will hook your right elbow outside of left thigh. Think about untucking your tail, sending length into both side bodies. Knees are square here. There's a tendency with the right knee to scooch forward. And then maybe you pull into your belly, gaze to the earth, and lift your heels off of your mat. Okay, so zipping into the midline will help this with this, while the strong seat is low. And then breathe. When you are ready to release, slowly let your heels down, come through center, rising with your left leg. Okay. With intention, start to set up your dancer's pose. Create the tension between your left foot and hand. Imagine a block between your thighs before you dive forward. Micro bend or bend your right knee maybe a lot even. Kick up and back and start to tip towards your dancer's pose. When you're ready to release, it's airplane or warrior 3. Slowly extend out. Give yourself one big breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge, left toes release, light inhale, lift through heart and hands. Goddess, your arms maybe sink your right into a hover. And push through your feet, reach up high. 2 more, exhale, dip and open. Drive through right heel and left toes to lift tall. 1 more time, sink here. Airplane hinge, lengthen your left leg as you sweep your hands behind you. Bind your hands behind your back, stretch your heart forward. Listen, spin your left heel down to the earth to a bound side angle pose. Pulling through your belly. Knit your front ribs in, but send your heart away from your tailbone. Good. So to reach your right hand forward, maybe your left hand comes to the inside of your right thigh for a moment. I know the left obliques are on fire. And then windmill down into your low lunge. Unhook your back heel. Push into your hands, find your 3-legged dog. Here's our grand finale, big breath in. Bend your knee, open your hip, breath out. 3-legged dog, extend. Right knee, left tricep with exhale. Spin your left toes to the left, anchor through your left heel and open your heart and hands. And you can always drop your right knee down. Otherwise, maybe reach your left hand over, stretch your right foot out, big inhale. Exhale, contract left elbow to right knee, drive to the heel of your right hand, hips are high. And inhale, lengthen. 2 more, exhale, crunch through your right side core. Last one here, inhale, reach. Exhale to contract. Breath in, extend. High plank pose, unwind. Shift forward, knees up or down, lower to the earth, slow and strong. Take 3 slow breaths. So before we roll to the back body, and take 1 front body shape here. You could stay exactly as you are. You go back to your Sphinx pose or seal pose, or option for a full bow pose here. So you might start to bend both heels into your booty. Reach it back, grab your feet, zip into the midline. Open your collarbones wide already, take a breath in. Starting with the strength of your legs, kick back and up as you exhale, bow pose. Breathe in here. One more inhale. And then when your exhale moves through, just really gently release. Maybe wiggle your hips a little side to side or windshield wiper your knees. And eventually let your legs go long. Super slow motion, push your hips to heels, child's pose. Draw your navel in as you transition. So a little extra length through your spine. Breath in and breath out. Have your hips to your heels, roll up through a cat spine to a seat heroes pose, just sitting on your shins. And then sweep your legs out in front of you. Just a simple scooch to the top of your yoga mat. With your knees bent, feet hips distance apart, take your hands below your shoulders, fingertips facing your booty. Press down, open your collarbones wide. Either just lift your heart or press down and lift your hips into full reverse tabletop. Let your head re-fall back. You can shift forward and back if you'd like to. Let your hips land to the earth. With your hands to the sky, a big breath in. And just slowly lower yourself down to the earth, using the strength of your belly on your breath out. Reach your hands overhead, stretch long. And then bring your knees into your chest. Hands will go to your right shin, extend your left leg forward. Invite an in-breath to fill your body. Supine twist on your out-breath, right knee tips across your midline. Option to stay here, maybe untuck your left shoulder. If you'd like to continue to open to the front right a little bit more, bend your left heel to your seat. Catch it with your right hand. So similar to that kind of standing split, little funky variation we explored, and now taking it on the earth. Last breath here. Release your left leg long if you have that hand to foot connection. Zero into your back body figure, far right ankle on left thigh. You're set up to roll into that. Use your left foot on the earth to neutralize your spine square through your hips. And either stay right here or bring that whole figure forward to your body. You might get a little motion side to side as well. Just searching for that sweet spot. And one more breath in. As that exhale empties out, release your right leg forward. When removing, pose left knee to your heart. Find your in-breath and exhale to twist. And option to find the add-on of left hand to right foot. We're here for 5 slow breaths, so take your time. And just noticing each inhale and each exhale. Sure your low back is nice and spacious as you let go of your right leg. Find your figure 4, left ankle on right thigh, square your hips so your spine is nice and long. And then just take this to wherever you need it on second side. So the depth that feels good to you. You might even have your eyes closed here as you breathe into sensation. Okay. When we unwind from here, you have the option to go into happy baby and stay in happy baby. Otherwise, we're going to move into bridge pose, option for wheel, and then we'll take a final inversion. So if you're taking bridge pose, place your feet to the earth, feet hips distance apart. For restorative variation, let your knees knock to center, maybe turn your toes and heels wide, so a knock-knee shape. If you want your traditional bridge pose, begin to root down, lift through your pelvis. If wheel pose is in your practice, feel free to go there here. So turning your fingertips into your shoulders. You'll push down with your hands and feet. You could take a little pause on the crown of your head or lift all the way up. Urdhva Dhanurasana. If you feel your low back being compressed, you could always rise to your tippy toes. Yeah, sometimes that helps to create length. Press your heart forward. Relax the weight of your head. Collarbones wide. Hugging to the midline if there's a block between your legs, maybe one between your arms. And breathe. When you're ready to lower down, take your time. Release slow motion. Release. Pause. We'll all meet in a fallen bridge. Knees to center. Heels wide, toes in. Breathe in and out. Take another breath just like that. Really big inhale. Slow, intentional exhale. You could stay here or start to send your legs up to the sky. You have softness to your knees or push down, lift your pelvis either into plow or shoulder stand. And take 5 cycles of breath in your inversion. Keep your gaze straight up to the sky. Think sits bones lift to the ceiling. Try to keep a passageway for your breath really clear. So a slight untuck of your chin. You could also take ear pinning pose, knees to your temples or a third eye. When you're ready to release out, take your time, go with control. Okay, bending your knees into your chest eventually. Take a moment, maybe curl your nose up to your knees, big breath in. When you're ready, start to lengthen to your Shavasana, your final relaxation, or if there's anything you need to add in along the way, feel free to incorporate that as you go. Find that comfortable landing spot. And just surrender the entire weight of your body, any weight that you're carrying in your heart or mind that you would like to set aside. Let that all release into the earth. Then give yourself the gift of 5 to 10 minutes just to be in tune with body and breath. That mindful awareness, noticing what is. And I'll leave you here just with one deep breath into the nose. Be one more open mouth exhale, let it go. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. May your practice serve as your teacher, to lead you in living more authentically and loving more deeply. May your practice bring you clarity and freedom within your body, your heart, and your mind. Thank you so much, and namaste.